Good evening, ladies. This is Sherreses Moore with the Troubadour Ministries, and I am so honored today to be with you, ladies, to do Girlfriend Chat with Sherreses. Today is February the 5th, and it's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and here we are this Friday getting together to have a little bit of time with a girlfriend chat. Now, our topic this month is what is a friend? What is a friend? And I was interested in understanding that. So let's find out what a friend is. Out of curiosity, the ladies that are in the room here, if you would be willing to share with those who are in the room what you think a friend is. Give me a sentence as to what you think the word friend means. What do you think it means to be a friend? What do you think it means to be a friend?
A person who's you're willing to help
A
you in
person, a person that you're willing to help, or a person willing to help you. Is that what you said?
yeah.
Okay. Anybody else?
Someone that you know for a really long time.
Someone that you've known for a really long time. Okay. Anybody else?
I think it's someone that you feel a connection with, that you can talk to them about anything. It's a give and take relationship. Some days you might be the one holding someone up, and other days they're the one holding you up. It's just I think a give and take.
Cool. Anybody else? Want to tell me what they think a friend is?
That's pretty much what I think. I agree with Janet.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else? Want to give everybody an opportunity? Want to share what a friend is? Okay. What they think a friend is? Okay, that's cool. That's cool. All right. Here's another question, a probing question that you want to think about. Okay. Now, you all each had a definition of what you thought a friend was. Now, and I heard what Janet said and about the give and take. But let's talk about it. When we talk about being a friend and having a friendship, is a friendship one-sided? These are questions I'm just posing out to you. You can say yes or no, what you think. This is what you think. Is a friendship one-sided?
No.
Jeanette
No.
says no. Sally says no.
I also said no.
I said Jeanette says no.
Yeah.
Sally says no.
I
Anyone
think
else?
at different points in time it can be because, like Janet said, sometimes I'm holding you up, and other times you're holding me up. So it's not technically one-sided, but it can tend to be that way sometimes.
Cool. Anybody else?
I'm going to agree with Donna on this one. I mean, it depends on what's going on in each person's life, but it can't all just be all holding up the other person or doing whatever the other person. There has to be some, back and forth in the relationship, or that one person might end up feeling used.
Okay, very good point. Anyone else? Okay, so that was the second question. Third question. In order, who starts a friendship? Who would start a friendship? Who?
It all depends on who started, because I know two of my friends I've been friends with. We started it in kindergarten, became friends in kindergarten.
Okay, so right. Okay, cool. So you said two of your friends started in kindergarten, so it would have been you all, I guess, mutually. Okay, anybody else? Who starts the friendship? Who do you think? Remember, this is your
I
own
think the
person.
majority of the time it's, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Bye, baby. I was just saying, love you. I was just saying that you're going to say something. You all go ahead and share your thoughts. It's what you think. Now, right now, we're just talking about what you think, the theory behind it. What you think? I think it was you, Donna. You wanted to say something.
Yeah, but the boys came in and disrupt. But I think that it's like what Janet said. She said about you get a mutual there's just a spark. You know what I'm saying? And then that it just develops. So both of you create the friendship, because if one stays back, it's not going to become a friendship. And if it's one-sided, it's not a friendship. It's not a good situation. So I think you both make that happen. Two people make that happen or more.
Okay. All right. So it takes two people. Anybody else want to chime in?
Um, I think sometimes it's like a mutual interest. You know, you might be involved. One of the times when I was in college, in my, I was my upper 40s, and I just, found somebody that we just started chatting, and next thing you know, we became really, really good friends. Um, I would say the same with Donna. Just something about it, we clicked. There was like a connection, some kind of connection.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we have common interests and goals. I think that's a way to help cement a friendship. Just different things like that. I just, but it's, you do have to work at a friendship. You can't just be, it does require some giving of yourself and sharing, and I think through the ministry, I've made a lot of friends, people that I'm comfortable with. And as I'm getting to know them, I consider them my friends. And I care about what happens to them, and and it will, so I share bits and pieces of myself with people. So to me, that makes them my friend.
Cool. All right. Cool. All right. So that's who could possibly start the friendship. Okay. Let's consider the next question I want to put out there. Okay. So, and these are just generic. What I mean, be general. You don't have to share your personal, because we're going to get more in depth on talking about friendships when we come off the recording. This is for everyone else who did not make it tonight, who probably would like to know what we talked about with friendship. And so that's why I'm doing it. So let's just think, this is a general question. You don't have to be personal. You can, other though some of the things you share is not bad. I'm not saying that. I'm just letting you know you don't have to go deep. The next question is, can you force a friendship? Can you force a friendship?
No,
You
you
can
can't.
sure try.
No, you can't force a friendship.
No, you cannot force a friendship on somebody.
Okay. You can't force the friendship. All right. Do all friendships, next question on the table, do all attempts at friendship work?
No,
No.
it might not be the right time for that friendship.
Okay, cool.
I say no.
No. Okay. All right. Do all friendships last forever?
Nope.
Why?
Oh, yes, they
That's a
do.
definitely no.
Oh, that's
I
interesting. Now, remember now, you have to share your personal part. It's just, I'm asking this is the general questions. We're going to go more in depth when we go on our time of chat. These questions I'm putting out there for those who did not come, so you'd have a point of reference to start talking about. And you will more than welcome those of you who are going to be watching the replay to share on the chat line when we put that replay up, share what your thoughts about it, okay? And we'll have our private discussion when we come off. But go ahead. What were you going to say, ladies?
They do not last
Yes.
forever.
Okay, Janet says no. Vanessa says no. Sally, you said?
Yes, I have friendship that lasted for over 40 years.
Okay. Anybody else want to chime in on this one?
Well, you said, do all friendships last forever?
Mm-hmm.
No, all friendships do not last forever. There are friendships that come in a season and you drift apart for whatever reason. There's other friendships that do stay your whole life. So I don't think all friendships remain forever. No, I don't.
Very good. Okay, cool, ladies. I love your answering. So make sure y'all remember these answers when we go off on our private chat time, right? Remember these answers. Okay. So now let's take a look. Okay, now just as a reminder, Kay is just now coming on. Kay, I want to let you know that I am recording. And so we've asked everybody to remember that when I'm recording. And so if you do not want your face on YouTube, then you'd want to stay with no visual of yourself. Just letting you know. Also be mindful that we have to not talk over one another, because this is a recorded session for those who did not come, and also for those in our group, so they'll know what we're talking about with friendship. All right. And so with that being said, we were talking about the last question on the table was, do all friendships last forever? Okay, we have a consensus. Some say yes, some say no, and that's fine. Our conversation will be after this. Okay, so now let's talk about it for just a moment. When we talk about that they don't always last, and some have seasons and they come in and out, and some friendships don't last, okay? But when we talk about having a friend, is it necessary? Here's another question. Is it necessary to have a friend? Is that a necessity?
It's not a necessity.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Okay, now Jeanette said it's what?
It's not a necessity, but it's nice to have a friend. That way you can have someone to turn to and talk, put a lot of your feelings and what's going on with your life too.
Okay.
Help you
And
through it.
okay, good. And Donna, you said,
I think absolutely for a healthy life, you have to have a friend.
okay, okay. Anyone else?
Yes, because every once in a while I work talk to my best friend.
Okay. Anyone else?
I was going to say a lot of my best friends happen to be related to me, but it's nice to have someone that you can talk to. So, well, maybe it may not necessarily be a necessity, but it sure is nice.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
I totally
Mhm.
appreciate talking to some of my friends.
Wonderful. Okay. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, we didn't hear you. You sound very low.
You know what I did, don't you?
Yep. I was sitting here saying it.
Anyway, I think there's three things that are important in a friendship: loyalty, trust, and faithfulness. And if you, I also read something somewhere, I'm sure it must have been something I saw on Facebook. Friends are put in your life for several reasons. Sometimes they're a season, sometimes they're a lifetime, and sometimes they're to teach you something. And once they've taught you, they move on. And sometimes friends become best friends and someone that you can depend on, you can trust, and you know will be there for you. So I think friendships can last a lifetime, but probably the most of them are there for a lesson. And when you learn the lesson, then they move on to teach a lesson to somebody else. I only have one really true friend that I trust with everything within me to talk to and to cry to and to whatever. And thank God he gave her to me, because I don't know what I would do without her.
Cool. All right, ladies. Thank you very much, Kate. So that concludes my general questions that I'm posing out there for all of the group to answer, to chime in about that, even though you were not here tonight. What I will say about friendship, and then I'm going to stop the recording, and then we will begin our chat about friendship here in the girlfriend chat. And so next time we meet for girlfriend chat, do join us when we have our girlfriend chat so that you can join in on the discussion. But I looked at a couple of things. In the New American Standard Bible, the word friend is listed 59 times. And it's listed actually 59 times. And before I go to the 59, I'm not going to do all 59, y'all don't panic. But what I am going to do, I selected out a couple, but I do want to tell you what the definition of friend is according to Webster's for just a moment. Webster's definition of friend is a person who has a strong liking for and trust in another person. That's the first definition. The second definition is a person who is not an enemy or foe. And the third is a person who helps or supports something, the friend, something the friend will, and that's it. Yeah, I'm trying to read because there's some other things on it, but they will be on a sentence. Yeah, that's what Webster said. And then I looked up friendship just out of curiosity. And friendship is the state of being friends, okay? the state of being friends. And then the Britannica said friendship is a state of enduring affection, esteem, intimacy, and trust between two people. And okay, so and it says in all cultures, friendships are important relationships throughout a person's lifespan. Okay, that's friendship and a friend. And then you know me, I then after looking in the Word of God and looking at those 59 times, I kind of looked up the word friend, and I'm gonna come back to that. But I found some scriptures regarding friend. There's a lot of them. I'm only going to give a couple of them just for a moment, which I thought was quite interesting. And I found one that is in, I want to make sure, there it is Deuteronomy 13:6, which I thought was interesting. There's a whole lot of others here. But in Deuteronomy 13:6, which you know, Deuteronomy is the book of the Bible that was considered Moses' sermon, his last sermon. The whole book is Moses' sermon and instructions to the new generation that is about to enter into the promised land that God has given and promised to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to the children of Israel. And so I'm looking at Deuteronomy 13:6, and it says, and I'm reading out in that so you know that. If your brother, your mother's son, or your son, or your daughter, or the wife you cherish, or your friend who is as your own soul. Now, this is going to be going on to talk about entice you to secretly saying, let us go and serve other gods whom neither you nor your fathers have known. Now, he's going on to give an instruction about it. But the part that I wanted to stop on for just a minute was that part where he said, your friend who is as your own soul. Okay, and I thought that was interesting in looking at it, because a friend is obviously very close, right? A friend is not just somebody, you know, you wave at, or that you call a friend. I'm often reminded of the friendship that Jonathan and King David had. Okay. And then in Proverbs, I'm only using a couple of scriptures tonight. For the rest of you, you'll have to join in with me the next time I talk about friendship to get the rest. But Proverbs 17:17 says, a friend loves at all times, and a brother is born from adversity. And if you go to Proverbs 18:24, a man of too many friends comes to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. And so looking at that, and when I pulled up on Blue Letter, a friend is a companion, someone that you're close to. So several different definitions that go along with friendship. And of course, you have to find the one that pertains to that particular verse that you're looking at. But the idea behind friendship, that is more than a casual relationship. It's more than a casual relationship. And often within our social communities or social clubs that we have now, the word friend and friendship is used very, very loosely. For instance, on social media, we have it on Facebook, we have thousands of friends, but that's not really truly friends. You know, there's a difference between people that follow you, acquaintances. Friend is something totally different. But there are many people who meet folk, get to know a person, and consider them a friend without truly getting to know them. And so when we use the word friend, I want to admonish everyone who's going to be watching the replay. I want you to admonish you that you would spend some time before you do any research on being a friend. Why don't you spend some time writing out a definition of what you think friendship and a friend really is? And I want you to, we're going to talk about it further in our chat. What are the qualifications that you see that's necessary for having a friend? And then what qualifications do you have to be a friend? And which one is more important? You might want to ask yourselves those questions, those who are watching the replay. And I would love for you to chime in on the thread in Facebook, our Facebook group, and share with us what you think about friendship. And if you're not a part of our Facebook group, if you haven't joined us there, those of you watching on YouTube, who follow me on YouTube, please, in the comments section when you watch the video, go right ahead and share your thoughts right there. And if you ever decide that you would love to join us for Girlfriend Chat, we meet the first Monday in the month at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Zoom. You can always find us if you would go on Facebook, go to his Truth Be Told page, maybe type in that question, or send an email to htbtbiblefellows@gmail.com and say, you know what, I'd like to participate in the girlfriend chat. You don't necessarily have to be on Facebook to come. You just have to contact us. Facebook is the easy way to reach us. All right. So thank you so much, those of you who can watch the replay. I hope you have a great weekend, and I hope to see you next month. Just as a reminder for next month, we will be meeting March 5th next month at 8 p.m. And that day, our topic we'll be doing paint and sip. Paint and sip. Bring your favorite beverage, hot cocoa, coffee, tea, soda, juice, whatever it is you love to drink. Meet us for paint and sip. Paint and sip. You all have a great, 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 great weekend. Bye, everyone.